Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Ioniq 5N world premiere launched today. Let's watch it and see if it'll actually change your mind about EVs. My guess is it probably will. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it and we'll talk about it as we go through the video.
When this love takes a hold of you, it makes you fearless and do the unthinkable. Just by the thought of it,
Hyundai knows how to
your heart beats faster.
Make videos like this. It's insane.
And you feel alive. Like a force of nature. This love is unstoppable.
Right now, they're basically kind of showing you how it can be used for anyone, no matter what you do, whether it's everyday use, whether it's carving up the streets. Sounds weird in an EV, right? Carving up the streets. More on that in a minute.
And has the power to break all the rules and set the new ones. It pushes you to the limits. A legacy is not built on promises, but on the challenges you overcome. This spirit has the power to lift you to the stars. If you feel this way, you are not alone.
So it's easily driftable. That's one thing, and it's all-wheel drive. I don't know if you're kind of catching the cues there, but it can be driven in the rain, all-wheel drive, no problem whatsoever. But it's easily driftable, as you can see.
For the love of driving.
It's honestly made for the track, believe it or not.
Introducing.
And I think it sounds cool.
Ioniq 5.
And it looks cool too. It's a good looking car. It's got a little bit of our modern gas engine design, and it's thrown a little futuristic electronic flair to it at the same time. It's literally a best of both worlds.
N-Brand is the technology powerhouse of Hyundai. We push the latest technology to take pure, unfiltered driving fun to a new level.
This thing's a monster, guys. I'm telling you.
Ioniq 5N ensures the optimal battery temperature for maximized track performance.
So you can obviously adjust the settings in there to be what you want it to be if you're going to go onto the track, or you're going through your favorite twisty bits on the back roads and whatnot when there's no one around. As you can see, in race endurance, maximum track range, because obviously when you're going to be up in the power to max power, max settings in the suspension, yada yada yada, you're going to be using the most battery output. So they have some system in there in place to where you're not going to run out of juice. And then sprint is maximum power. Now, they'll go over this later, but you can hear a sound, right? There's going to be sound that's pumped into the cabin, and I believe outside it as well, so people can hear it, because, I mean, we're hearing it now, but they might have a microphone inside the cabin only. Now, obviously, it's an electric car, so it should be making electric noises on the outside anyway, and if you can change that a little bit, I think that's really cool. As far as making it, you know, it is a little gimmicky, I get it. That might be the one knock a lot of people who don't like EVs have, is the gimmicky, you know, gas sound. But all the other sounds, which we'll go over later, I think sound really cool and sound more fitting to the car because it is electric. So there you go. The in-grin shift boost is still a thing. And it also has 10 seconds cooling to reactivate. Interesting. So you only have to wait 10 seconds to get an extra boost in horsepower. I believe it's 30 horsepower, so it's quite a bit.
This is the most advanced Hyundai N ever. Ioniq 5N features powerful.
So 650 PS, which is 478 kilowatts, and 770 Newton meters of torque with in-grid boost. So it comes out to be, I think, like 643 horsepower with in-grid boost, and without it, it's 610. And the torque, I believe, is around 600 as well. So it's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. And then it shows you what the battery is. It's 84 kilowatt hours with their new Fortune battery. So they keep building off that platform.
Full dual motors and the 4th generation battery. The reinforced chassis endures
so 0 to 62 miles per hour, because that's what 0 to 100 kilometers, 3.4 seconds. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to be surprised if that can be beat for a number of reasons. You slap on the lighter wheels and better stickier tires, maybe just a little bit more. I'm not sure what tires these come with, but you throw a little bit stickier tire, better performance tire that's already on it, and lighter wheels obviously helps too. You could probably get this in the 3-second range, and maybe even some little bit more lightweight modifications. This can easily be an under 3-second car. It might already be a 3.1, 3.2 second car stock. 3.4 I feel like is generous, but 0 to 60, I would say 0 to 60 guaranteed in 3.3, but I bet you it's gonna be faster than that.
Dream track conditions and provides instant steering response. We revolutionized the regenerative braking to create 0.6 G of decelerative force. This industry-leading system creates a synergy with enhanced brakes.
You gotta love. Let's look at the interior there, but you gotta love the regenerative braking. So it looks similar to the Elantra N, except it doesn't look like there's a bow in the center. It looks like it's a flat screen. Maybe it curves instead. That would be actually really cool if it just kind of curved a little bit, but not too much, just ever so slightly, just curve right in. I'll be honest with you, if you guys have never seen the interior of an Elantra N, the screen system is actually fantastic. Now, one thing to note from the Elantra N versus this is if you look at that main area there in front of the person, it is utilizing the entire screen. It is huge. It is very big. I like that. It looks really good. I'm curious to see what the rest of the interior of this car looks like, because this is like the best shot we pretty much get in the entire video. But the interior looks fantastic. It looks sporty. It looks like a freaking race car, dude. So it does have torque distribution. Very nice.
Use N-E-Shift and N-Active Sound Plus as functional feedback and find new ways to carve through the corners with N-Pedal.
So just to go over what they just talked about there, believe it or not, this is no freaking joke. This is not a joke. This is real. This car shifts. The car will cut power on downshifts or upshifts just so slightly to literally emulate shifting. That is one of the #1 complaints for all EV haters, is that there's no life to it, no nothing, no transmission, nothing. This car actually simulates shifting. Seriously, it does. Now, no manual, but like an automatic shifter. It simulates shifting. So it would be fun to drive, and it'd be no different than driving your gas car minus, the actual gas engine. So that's actually really cool, and you could put this in paddle mode, and if you don't shift it in time, it'll kill power as if you're going into the red line. So yeah, this literally will have the same driving characteristics as an automatic vehicle. Now, there is a downfall to that for some of you EV lovers, per se, that like drive the Tesla Model Plaid or something like that. It's not constant power without cutting out, because it's going to simulate shifting. It's going to be wah, wah, wah. It's going to have the shifts. Now, it's going to be fast, obviously. It's electric. Everything's instant. But it's going to simulate shifting. That's what they mean by that.
As functional feedback, and find new ways to carve through the corners with N-Pedal.
Now listen to that sound. That's the Evolution electric sound. That sounds dope. Let's hear it one more time. That sounds sick. They have another one too, which I think they're about to go over.
You can turn off the sound and enjoy maximum comfort with ECS.
Yep.
But when you're ready for takeoff,
This one's cool.
hear different high-performance sounds blasting out from both inside and outside.
Okay.
Blasting out.
So that is true. First time going through this, I didn't notice that. So there are 8 internal speakers and 2 external speakers. Obviously waterproof, weatherproof, don't have to worry about. So people can hear you, because it is kind of dangerous that EVs don't make any sound. So this is cool. But like I said, it's kind of gimmicky to have the ignition one, you know, the actual combustion sounds like a Kona in or a launcher in. But the Evolution and the supersonic ones are, you know, more tailored to it being an electric car. And I think that's cool. I think they should always tap into the electric side of things because it's not a gas car. And the supersonic sonic boom one sounds sick.
From both inside and outside. Your heart will be in sync with the roars and kicks from Ioniq 5N.
Gear shifting similar to a DCT. Yeah, did you hear it? It was sound shifting. I'm not joking. That's so sick. I highly doubt that was sped up. I bet you that was real time. Let's watch that again. That's going to go faster than 0 to 60 3.4 seconds. Let's look at that one more time, and it looks like they've perfected the launch control. That's not sped up. This thing's going to be a monster. The actual first fun EV ever made so far. The first one that is built for true car enthusiasts and that is truly gonna open the eyes of people who don't like EVs. This, if you drive this, test drive this, I think it will change your mind. Hell, it should be changing your mind to even think about test driving an EV if you never said you were gonna get one. I think I'm gonna have to try it out. This thing is sick. Now hopefully it comes in different colors, but this thing is literally everything a combustion car is without a combustion engine. Literally.
For all enthusiasts out there, we hear you. This is not the end of driving, but a new chapter. Our journey continues with Ioniq 5N. Because at Hyundai N, driving still matters.
So we don't have the pricing on this. I'm gonna guess it's probably around anywhere from $55,000 to $60,000. Now, the government, United States, or maybe even where you're at, might give you guys some credits towards buying one of these, so it could discount the price a little bit. But this, we don't know what the release date is or anything, but this is the very first EV, again, like I said, that's literally just like a combustion engine car. It is the first one that's actually going to be fun to drive. It's not going to feel like it's dead, no excitingness, just nothing. It's going to be just like a combustion car. It's electric. That's literally it. Now, no rumbling or the sounds as far as, you know, like a Hellcat or my Mustang GT, you know, stuff like that. But that's literally the only thing it's going to be missing, other than manual transmission, I guess. But those are the only things it's going to be missing. Every other aspect of driving an electric car, or a combustion car, I should say, is going to be there. But I cannot wait until I do this in this vehicle, because launching is super fun, and it's not the only time you get the torque hit too. When you're going around the track and torquing it out around the corners, or your favorite twisty bits, you're still going to feel that power too. If you've never been launched in a car like this, you're in for a surprise, and it never gets old. It never gets old. The fact that this has a really good practicality and everything too is a huge deal as well. So let's see how much it costs. Let's see if they come out with different colors, and we can go from there. But yeah, guys, this is looking exciting. Let me know if you're actually interested in this vehicle. I am interested in this vehicle. Once I pay the Mustang off, or if I, pay off some other bills, I am strongly going to look into this. I might even be able to get my girl to trade in her car for this, and this could be our second car, our daily car. Because I've been thinking about an electric vehicle to save a lot of maintenance costs and stuff like that, and gas costs, because gas still hasn't really come down ever. It's still over $4. It should be $3 at most for 93 octane I'm talking about, but it should be $3 at most. So we'll have to see. Very, very exciting today for car enthusiasts and EV enthusiasts, I guess, and those that don't like EVs, but they might be perking up their eyebrows now. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That's it with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.